Raúl Asencio's story at Real Madrid has bent and buckled faster than most imagined. A once bright youth prospect who exploded into view and now finds himself on the wrong side of a roster reset. When a teenager from Las Palmas climbed the academy ladder and nudged his way into the first team, the club and fans saw a defender with the physicality and ball-playing instincts modern coaches crave. That early promise led to minutes, applause, and a market value that climbed steeply, the kind of overnight valuation spike that makes newspapers and negotiators sit up. But football moves in tides, and a new tide has come in wearing Xabi Alonso's badge. The coach's fresh blueprint for the backline reshuffled priorities and, according to multiple reports, left Asencio outside the new picture. The problem is both sporting and practical. Real Madrid now boast a crowded defence, a youngster earning headlines, experienced internationals, and others who fit Alonso's immediate game plan. And when rotation becomes profitable selection, someone becomes expendable. Add to that the financial calculus, the club's valuation of the player and the price they reportedly want to see versus the offers actually emerging have created a gap that stalls even serious suitors. Teams willing to take a sporting gamble balk at what the board wants, while those prepared to pay the fee hesitate at the selling club's terms and the player's brief recent dips. On the pitch, the narrative is sharper. One or two high-profile mistakes at a vulnerable moment can distort perception and cut into a coach's trust, and the margin for error at a club the size of Real Madrid is thin. Off the pitch, the story gets noisier. Agents whisper, rival clubs probe, and the transfer calendar ticks toward an end that compresses pressure into panic. For Asencio, the coming days are a test not just of market mechanics, but of career resilience. Whether he will accept a loan to rebuild minutes and reputation, or whether the club will insist on a sale that reflects their valuation, even if that pushes interested teams away. Whatever happens, the decision will be a small case study in how elite clubs manage youth. Do they protect a homegrown talent and bank on slow growth, or do they cash in and move on when tactical philosophies change? There is also a human side to this. A young player who moved from local pitches to world stages, now forced to confront public negotiation and private doubt, coaches and executives balancing a squad for immediate success. And supporters watching someone they once cheered as either a future pillar or an asset to be traded. The deadline shapes everything. Days compress into headlines and negotiations reach fever pitch, and that pressure often produces dramatic outcomes. A last-minute loan, a surprise bid, or nothing at all and a season spent on the bench. For Real Madrid, it's a microcosm of a bigger management problem. Elite squads must constantly refresh, but they also risk burning bridges with academy graduates if transitions are handled poorly. For Raúl Asencio, the next step matters. A move that guarantees minutes could reboot a career, a stalled transfer, and a season of bench time could harden perceptions and make future exits harder. The truth, as it usually does, sits somewhere between football and finance. One man's surplus to requirements could be another club's bargain, provided both sides bridge the price and sporting gap. In the end, the story is simple and stark. Talent brought him to the Bernabeu. Circumstance and a change of plans might take him away. Watch the coming days, and you'll see whether Real Madrid's management can balance ambition with care, and whether Asencio can transform uncertainty into opportunity, or whether, instead, This will be remembered as the summer a young prospect slipped through the cracks while the transfer clock mercilessly counted down.